Chang, a robotist and the founder of RoboGirls.
So I made Jiva, the robot arm for people with limited upper limb mobility, in order to pick things up off the ground or scratch their eyebrow or give themselves a drink.
Who has built a tech empire with the sole purpose of creating robots that help people in their everyday lives, especially those with physical disabilities. From an app that sees for blind people to an arm that enables severely paralyzed people to mobilize freely, Marita is changing the world for good with robots. Catch this Al Jazeera documentary, Women Make Signs, RoboGirl, on City TV on the 2nd of June 2020 at 6 p.m. City TV, it's your world.
And people are opening doors for me, or driving for me, or giving me a huge respect. Not for me, for Shani Cooper. Not to Shani Cooper is the respect. The respect is for the state of Israel.
One day I was in Quebec, a vacations with my cousin, and someone calls me from Brazil saying, "Do you want to be ambassador in Ghana?" I said, "Yes, I do."
You never change. You remain the same, yes you do. Oh, that's why we lift your holy name up high. You never change. You remain the same, Lord. We lift your name up high. We lift your name up high. Enura and any ochina wotisania wotiarana wonsachara Denina ye kutu sorry oh enura enani ochina what is any Tiarana Wonsatra Denina Yekutu sorry now. What is in your time? keji amomo afimo awojatai abli amimpo keji amomo afimo awojatai abli amimpo waya jelo wajawon ko keji amomo afimo awojatai abli amimpo waya jelo wajawon ko mawagbo mau mijolo woibalo mau moshimio kapyo kewa mapike kura kapyo kewa mapike kura mawagbo mau nicholo woibalo mau moshimio. He has promised that he will never fail. I will adore him, I will honor him. Oh, he has promised that he will never fail. You know his faithfulness is forevermore. His faithfulness is forevermore. Anyone who
Ghana is a beautiful country. There is so much of it you probably haven't seen, haven't experienced, haven't touched, haven't felt, haven't eaten. When this is all over, let's discover our land again with new eyes. Let's feel each other again. We are one people, brought together by destiny. Let's make that count. Let's show love for each other and our environment. Let's tell our stories, and let's watch and listen to our stories. There will be so much to tell. Ghana is a truly beautiful country. Be Ghana, stay in Ghana, experience Ghana, make Ghana great. And we will invite the world to come and experience Ghana too. But for now, Stay Home. Brought to you by the National Film Authority. Supports the Stay Home and Discover Ghana Later campaign. This channel supports the campaign.
God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Welcome back. It's time for us to talk nutrition. And this morning on the nutrition segment, we're going to be discussing the appropriate nutrition for recovery from COVID-19. And we've been joined by our usual expert, Akosua Konadu-Yiadom. She's going to help us to break it down and understand what it means in terms of our nutrition. Good morning, Akosua. How are you?
Good morning, people.
It's good to have you here.
In the anointing. Yesterday was awesome. God bless
Oh,
you.
yes, Intercede Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was a fantastic
Archbishop
experience.
can pray.
I know, right? Yeah, so nutrition for recovery from COVID-19.
Okay, so nutrition is critical for everybody, and we know that nutrition is one of the focus as far as the to-dos from the World Health Organization and the Ghana Health Service are concerned. So it is very critical because we are all eating. I am not in isolation. I'm eating. The person in isolation will also need nutrition. So it's very important that we make sure that we are serving our body with some nutrients. We are paying focus or attention to some nutrients like vitamin A, rich foods, vitamin B6, rich foods, vitamin E, vitamin C, folate, and then iron. Iron is very, very good because it helps to supply oxygen to the rest of the body, and folate is also good because it helps us to make healthy white blood cells, healthy red blood cells. And we know that white blood cells has to do with our body's ability to fight infections, and COVID-19 is an infection.
Okay.
So you should
yeah, because I'll come back to you, but let me just quickly go through some of the things that you've mentioned. We're looking at vitamin D. We'll be looking at citrus fruits. We're going to be looking at, yes, apart from citrus fruits, we're going to look at vitamin E-rich foods. I'm particularly interested in the B side of things, and so we'll be having a conversation about that to understand the vitamin B, what else we need, and then of course there's vitamin A as well. Now, whilst we are doing this, kindly remember that the show is interactive, so those of you who are watching, particularly by Facebook or Twitter, kindly use the hashtag Breakfast Daily for us to know what you're thinking. If you have any questions you want to ask Akosua, kindly do that. If you are also watching and you want to use a WhatsApp line to send us a message, you can use plus 0550585832. If you happen to be outside Ghana, then the country code is plus 233. Akosua, yes, so take us into the conversation.
So there are five, I call them 5 main points you should make sure you are taking into consideration in your quest to. We definitely have to recover, and we outside, we those who are okay would also pick clues from them, because they are what we are eating every day. So one, you'd have to make sure you are eating a balanced meal. It should be healthy, it should be balanced. A balanced diet has all the nutrients in the right proportion, and for people recovering, you are encouraged to increase your caloric intake as far as high protein is concerned, high carbs are concerned, because when you have fever or when you are ill, your basal metabolic rate rises or increases, because the body has to do extra work to be able to achieve a normal temperature. So if you're somebody who has fever, yes, you'd have to make sure that you are increasing your intake of calories so that you can be able to produce new tissues and for immune response to also be able to happen, because that is why there is the fever. The fever has to be taken care of, and that's an effective way to take care of the fever. So make sure you are eating well. If you are in a facility, you will be taken care of as far as everything I'm talking about is concerned. But there are persons who, for some reasons, are isolating.
They're not in facilities,
are not in facilities. So if you are not in a facility to be taken care of in this regard, you have to make sure you are paying attention to whatever I'm talking about. So that is the first point. And for the second point, you have to keep your body constantly hydrated. Hydration is something we've preached on this segment a good number of times. So you need about 2 liters at least. That is equivalent to 4 of the 500 ml bottle or 4 of the 500 ml sachet water. If you can do more, why not? But at least you should have 2 liters of water. And then you make sure you increase your intake, especially, like I said, if you have fever or you have a run in your temperature. Because I've explained this point to mean that you need to make sure that your body is brought to the normal temperature level, because you are not well, and so something has definitely happened to your basal metabolic rate, and as a result, you taking it, because you know the cells, they don't produce, neither do they use. They have to feed. They have to feed. So I have to. That's why they love to be in a host. So I can't make it. I can't use it because viruses are very, very small. But I can take it, I can steal it from you, because you are a bigger organism. Yes, so that's what happens. So you have to increase your intake as far as calories are concerned, and then you should constantly make sure that you are doing your 2 in between. So breakfast, lunch, supper, there are 2 here. That should be a fruit and another fruit, so that you can supply your body with some of the nutrients we even spoke about, as far as the vitamin B6, vitamin C, foods, vitamin E, vitamin D. For vitamin D, if you have a dark skin, your chances of being able to absorb the direct vitamin D is lower as compared to persons with a lighter skin. So for persons like that, sometimes we may have to do supplementation. And for even every one of the other nutrients, sometimes how we handle our foods, that's why I said that if you are in a facility, they have a way of going about it for you to make sure you have maximum of the nutrients you will eat. But if you are doing it on your own, then you have to do supplementation, and you should be guided professionally on that.
This question of the vitamin D intrigues me. So you're saying that the darker your skin, the more difficult it is to benefit from,
for you to be able to absorb the direct, the natural
sunlight.
Yes.
Okay.
So for persons like that, it's not like they can't absorb, but as compared to somebody with a lighter, it is high. That is what research is saying. And for some of these things, a lot of research will need to be done. So
then it's important for us to, as we supplement on whatever else we supplement, add vitamin D as well.
Everything I spoke about, you can be supplemented on. For instance, if let's say I am recovering, but I am pregnant, for instance, already the chances of being anemic when you are pregnant is on the rise. And here I am also sick. So for vitamin D rich food, and for everything we are speaking about, you can reach me on my personal handles for more clarification. You can leave all your questions, and I will try as much as I can to answer. On Instagram at the Nutritionist Akosia, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Nutritionist Akosia. So for vitamin D rich foods, we have cereals, we have oatmeal, we have milk, we have cod liver oil. That is a classical example of a supplement. And then we have mushrooms, oysters, egg yolk. If you don't eat any of this, I am sure this will favor you, Kweku. Don't you eat any of this?
Oatmeal and cereal.
But with these
and then also tuna.
But with these things, you'd have to be be thought on an individual level. So at this point, yes, somebody said the last time the president spoke, he was a nutritionist. Nutrition is such a critical thing now, so you would want to involve a professional to make sure you have the best of the nutrients your body will need in this era of COVID-19 and even beyond. So these are examples of vitamin D rich foods. We have the vitamin B6.
Okay.
We have vitamin E. We have, yes, so this is B6. It is vital for biochemical reactions. We spoke about 300 biochemical reactions last week, and it helps with the immune system.
Yeah.
So look through this. I am a fan of avocado. I love them so much. We have poultry, we have fish, we have banana, we have leafy greens, a lot to choose from. So Kweku, I always say that with all the nutrients I've mentioned, if you are eating well and making sure you are incorporating everything as far as what we keep drumming about the 4-star diet is concerned, the leguminous families, the animal flesh and protein, the fruits and vegetables, the leafy green, the vegetables and the fruit group, and then the essential fats. If you are taking good care covering, there is a conscious need for you to make sure that there is a supplementation or an add-on so that you can meet your body's need.
Can we look at the vitamin E?
Vitamin E.
Yeah.
Okay, so for vitamin E rich foods.
Yeah. So with vitamin E rich foods, what are some of the dishes that will go with it?
Okay, so like we can clearly see, I'm for the immune health because we are talking about immunity. Most has to do with the leguminous families, the pulses, the nuts, the seeds. So let's say if I'm having millet sorghum porridge, you are satisfying your body's need as far as your need for vitamin E is concerned. So you can clearly see that if you are eating from a variety of everything we sit here to talk about, as far as the WHO protocol for the 4-star diet is concerned, Kweku, you wouldn't have a problem. Where there is a problem, obviously, we have patients with underlying conditions. Then you will need some extra attention being given to you. For instance, you can have patients if you are in end stage as far as kidney disease is concerned. So if you find yourself there, I learned there are people you could be giving even other things that on a regular I will sit here and say that don't be taken.
Yeah.
So based on your body's needs, this is general information here, but if you should consult on a private level, then we can delve deep into your condition and how best we can help you. But whatever we are sharing here is for everyone to benefit from and for us to also pick clues from. So the fifth point would have to do with the warm water therapy. It's something a lot of people are doing. So if you have iron fruit or galbanum fruit powder, what we call Percocet powder, you can use it. If you have peppercorns globes, okay, so an example, I don't want the the cloves.
Yeah.
What we call a strorita or that. Yes. Ginger, very good because it helps with inflammation, and we are using warm water because warm water will aid as far as digestion is concerned, and it eases nasal congestion.
How do you do? Explain to us, how do you make use of this?
Okay, so you get a glass of warm water, not hot water, and then you squeeze one lime or lemon into it, and then you take, let's say, 1/3 to half teaspoon of the ginger powder. If you want to use the Percocet powder too, you can take 1/3. It has a very strong fragrance, or yes, and so you don't want to really do it much, or it becomes very difficult for you to enjoy. So based on what you have available to you, there are people who also boil one of this Percocet, and then whatever they get is their warm water. Once water is involved, you have some amount of nutrients from the Percocet and the other nutrients too. So there are people who are now doing it every day. They wake up and it's something they take just to help to wake the body up, because in as much as it is helping you to boost on your immunity, it's also helping you to take in flu. And I was so anxious because I work in a hospital, so I was scared. We all have anxiety
Yeah.
alone. I was sick. I was taken to where I didn't want to go. It's like I'm scared they would test me because I handle patients. So if you have a flu and you are not exhibiting everything that has been said as far as you being sure that you have this is concerned, this is something we can all do as a morning ritual until we bid COVID bye-bye.
So finally, just quickly touch on vitamin C. And I know it's the biggest one that everybody talks about, vitamin C and all that, but just quickly for a few seconds.
Okay, so vitamin C is true. It helps to help us fight diseases. Vitamin C is loaded as far as helping us with white blood cells are concerned.
Okay.
And we know that white blood cells, their main function is to help us fight infections and diseases. And it helps with the absorption of some of the nutrients like the iron we spoke about.
Okay.
Yes. If you are taking citrus blessed foods, like that, this is what we have. So the WBCs, that's white blood cells, which is key for fighting infections. So any fruit that falls within the citric family that you are comfortable with.
Works.
There are other fruits like carrot and other fruits which will have a bit or traces of vitamin C in them. But if you are talking about vitamin C, the citric family foods
is the place
are
to go.
top notch.
Super.
Yes,
All right.
so if you take it, fine. I don't
Thank
think
you.
my handles. So I want to repeat my handles again. On Instagram at The Nutritionist Akosia, on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Nutritionist Akosia. And you can reach me on 0243 350206.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pepe, for having me.
Akosia Konedu Iyadom, who's a state registered nutritionist, and she's helping us to understand in terms of recovery from COVID-19 the specific foods and dishes that we can take. We'll be back with the next segment. Don't go anywhere.
There is no promise we cannot keep. There is no commitment we cannot honor. There is no delivery we cannot guarantee. There is only one Bethel Logistics Company Limited, a licensed international freight forwarding and clearing agent, a trusted global brand with an extensive network for the movement of air freight and ocean freight worldwide. We are the trusted name for road freight into Western and Northern Africa. We are fully accredited by Ghana Customs and Excise. We cater for all your freight forwarding, customs clearing and forwarding, cross trades, inland transportation, internal cargo tracking systems, customer freight costing and consultancy, cold chain logistics management, logistics and warehousing, quality inspection, and much more. In Accra, Tema, and Takrady, we are always available to ensure easy movement of cargo countrywide. Call us on 0204 528 900 or 0244 707 859. Email info@bethellogistics.com. Locate us in Accra at North Ridge, adjacent Accra Girls High School, or in Tema at Community 4, or in Takrady on the second floor of the GCB building. Website bethellogistics.com. Bethlog, experts in shipping logistics.
Businesses are evolving with the changing times, and the City Business Festival is doing the same. In the month of June, City Business Festival goes digital. City TV, in collaboration with Absa Bank, will give SMEs the opportunity to reboot their businesses with expert forums, discussion platforms, and interactive Zoom sessions. There will be a lesson for every business. Gain insight into the e-commerce ecosystem, understand the tools and applications that are redefining work, and get a head start into the export market and agribusiness. Revamp your business and work environment this June with City TV. The City Business Festival starts on the 1st of June 2020. The City Business Festival is sponsored by Absa Bank and supported by the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. As part of the Woman Makes Science series, Al Jazeera takes a look into the life and innovations of Marita Chang. a robotist and the founder of RoboGirls.
So I made Jiva, the robot arm for people with limited upper limb mobility, in order to pick things up off the ground or scratch their eyebrow or give themselves a drink.
Who has built a tech empire with the sole purpose of creating robots that help people in their everyday lives, especially those with physical disabilities. From an app that sees for blind people to an arm that enables severely paralyzed people to mobilize freely, Marita is changing the world for good with robots. Catch this Al Jazeera documentary, Women Make Signs, RoboGirl, on City TV on the 2nd of June 2020 at 6 p.m. City TV, it's your world.
And people are opening doors for me, or driving for me, or giving me a huge respect. Not for me, for Shani Cooper. Not to Shani Cooper is the respect. The respect is for the state of Israel.
One day I was in Quebec, vacations with my cousin, and someone calls me from Brazil saying, "Do you want to be ambassador in Ghana?" I said, "Yes, I do."
There are those with untold stories, unraveled feats, life-changing stories, and lasting legacies. They tell their stories themselves right here on Footprints.
So we go to someone who were put in our various cells, and then someone you have it's a huge prison, and then it was then that it dawned on me that I was really in big trouble.
Do you think that the over by their hard work and resilience that led to those outstanding achievements as we trace their footsteps through the capsule of time?
Because of my upbringing, my mother, my father, they are, Christianity.
Yeah.
So because of that, I
strong
feel
hands
strong.
at home.
Even though I'm the guy smoking, doing all kinds of that, I've never tried.
You've never tried?
No, never tried weed or anything. Nothing.
You've never tried weed?
Even drinking, alcohol, no.
Why should you people put everything, Kwame. Everything was done before Nkrumah arrived in the country.
No, aho ni leba ye.
Aho neba ye.
Samuel Atamensa and my guests every Saturday at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 4 p.m. only on City TV.
Footprint is sponsored by Bethel Logistics Company Limited, experts in shipping logistics.
Welcome back. It's Breakfast Daily on City TV, and today we're going to learn how to pickle vegetables and then make a sandwich with the vegetables we will pickle. I have your favorite entrepreneur here with me, Flossie, who's the founder of The Pepper. It's been forever, Flossie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I hope you're staying safe.
Yes.
Very good.
We don't have a choice. We have to. We have to
we
make
have
it through this.
Yes. Yeah.
What are we doing today? Our table is full.
Yes, today our table's a little full. I went a little overboard. So
it's okay.
We're pickling today. So we're pickling traditional cucumbers. So
Okay.
making the crunchy cucumber pickles, and then we're also pickling onions.
Nice.
Yeah, I love pickled onions. Have you ever had pickled onions?
I have, but I didn't
on
know
your
how it was
sandwich?
made, so I'm gonna learn it today.
You're gonna learn today, and then you're gonna never stop doing it.
Okay. I'm excited. If you guys have any questions for Flossie, let us know with the hashtag Breakfast Daily and also flying 0550585832. If you're outside Ghana, just use the country code +233 and we'll get your messages. All right, let's go right in. What do we start with?
With washing our hands.
Okay.
Right. We need to.
I did that before we went on air. But
Okay.
I can do that again. So here, I'll start with you.
Just a
bit of
little
soap.
bit. Yes. Thank you.
Here you go. Okay.
That's nice and warm.
Yeah.
Ooh, very clean. Thank you very much.
You good?
That's good. Yes.
And here's your tissue.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just making sure that we're staying safe and keeping
Can I wash my
everything
hands
clean.
already?
Very good. All right. So then
Here,
you
can put
are
it here
going
for me.
to help me, right?
Yes, I'm gonna
So
help you.
let's thinly slice the onions.
Okay.
Right. We have all our knives there, and then we thinly slice the cucumbers. But
a lot of us don't even really use it. I rarely use my chopping board at home.
it's just a prop. So I have all my veggies here already washed, right?
Nice.
So I have these miniature cucumbers. Ooh, I
Okay.
can smell that onion. That is delicious.
Yeah.
So I'm going to also thinly slice them.
Okay.
Right. So do you like pickles? You like pickles on your
I
sandwiches?
love pickles, but I've never.
Yeah.
So this is really interesting.
It's actually very helpful. It's a very good skill to have because
Yeah.
it always gives your sandwiches, your wraps. Sometimes I even use it as toppings on
Oh, nice.
my rice. If I do like rice and curry or something, I just sprinkled some pickled onions on top of it and I'm good to go.
Okay. I've never actually, I just figured it's in a can, you just pick it up and call it a day.
And call it a day. I like to make my own brine. That way I know what's going inside.
Exactly.
And you can just
None
keep
of that
it in the
corn
fridge.
syrupy, all that
Shall
bad things.
Trying to do good to your body so that your body does you some good.
Regular big
You
ones
can
we
use
see.
regular big cucumbers as well.
You're looking for miniature cucumbers, they'll
yeah.
give it to you.
Or English
Perfect.
cucumbers, yeah.
Okay, are these onions enough?
Those are good. Look at that.
Yay.
So we have our cucumbers, we have our onions, and we're going to be pickling.
Okay.
So I bought 2 jars. We'll put the cucumbers in here, we'll put the onions in here,
Okay.
and then we'll make the brine.
Okay.
And then we will sprinkle. So these are already washed and prepped, right?
Okay.
So to prep the jars, you can sterilize them. You just
Okay.
boil them for a few minutes in hot water,
Okay.
right? And get them ready. All right. So look at that. For the way I do it, I like to put some, I like them herbs,
Yes.
I like them spices. I like it to be a little aromatic. Do you know what this is?
Yes.
Okay.
Why am I blanking?
Baileys. There you go. Look at you.
Yay,
And then this
Baileys.
one.
Oh no.
These are dried rosemary.
Rosemary.
Yes, and then there's some fennel and
Nice.
some peppercorns in here. This is a spice that my mom makes actually. She just gets all the raw dry spices from the market.
Put them together.
Puts them together, yeah. So we're going to just put a few each of
Okay.
these in there to
Okay.
give it some aroma. You can hold it up so that you can see what we're doing.
Baileys.
And then some dried rosemary as well. I
Okay.
use a clean, dry spoon.
Okay, just a little bit,
Just
half a
little,
teaspoon. Or,
yeah. And then I'll do that for the cucumber as well,
Okay.
right? And then my mixed spices also go in there,
Nice.
right?
Ooh.
So I usually keep a jar of pickled onions or cucumbers or whatever. Sometimes I even do red cabbage in the
Nice.
fridge. So I have one that I already made at home. You can see some whole peppers in there.
Yeah.
You can see some star anise in there as well. Like it to be delicious. And now let's do the brine, okay?
Okay.
So I have a big jar here so it can help us with the mixing.
Okay.
Right, so we're going to do half a cup of water
Okay.
and then half a cup of vinegar.
Okay.
So I'm mixing 2 different vinegars today. because I like the flavor of the apple cider vinegar and I like the benefits of the apple cider vinegar, but I also want the stronger brine of the normal white vinegar.
Okay.
Right? So we're going to do that. Okay. So it's usually half a cup of water, half a cup of vinegar.
Okay.
So we're going to do a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar, a quarter cup of
what
white
size
vinegar.
is it? Okay.
It's a quarter cup.
Okay,
right?
thank you. So I'm going to fill this up.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Yay. All right, so this is a quarter.
Yes.
Of the apple cider vinegar.
And then a quarter cup of white vinegar.
Okay. All right, and then we're going to add the water.
Water, yes.
Why does the water have to be hot?
So when the water is hot, it helps the sugar and the salt dissolve.
Okay.
And then it also opens up the vegetables to kind of like soak the brine a little bit better.
Okay.
Right. So sometimes you just actually heat
the water
on the stove for a little bit.
Okay.
And then, so we're putting in 1 tablespoon of sugar.
Okay.
So I'm using a teaspoon to measure. 1 tablespoon is about 2 teaspoons. Yeah. And then we're doing half a cup of the water.
Okay.
This is hot water that I brought with me.
Nice. Okay.
And then
so we have our solution.
So you just stir. You can balance out the sweetness a little bit with some salt. You can use pickling salt. You can use kosher salt. You can use just straight up sea salt as well.
I feel like we're in a science lab. It looks good.
Right, so almost all the sugar is dissolved now, as you can see.
Looks really good.
Yeah. Look at that. Very simple. And then we're going to pour it over we have enough for both of them.
Okay.
Make sure that it's completely submerged in there. And voila.
That's it.
Airtight containers. Let's seal these. Now you can keep this in the fridge for up to like 2 or 3 months, making sure that everything is fully submerged in there.
Nice.
Right. The longer you keep it in there, the more pickly it becomes.
Wow.
Did you close it, seal it tight?
Yep.
Look at that.
I did. So you can actually recycle the pepper bottles.
Yep.
For that, containers for this one.
Yeah.
So cool.
That's cool. So we have already pickled onions.
Nice.
Let's see them on a sandwich, all right?
Okay, let's do our sandwich.
So I have some whole wheat baguette here that I grabbed from the bakery.
All right.
How do you want your sandwich? Just half, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I made some tahini at home. You know, I like to make homemade everything.
Yeah.
So I made some tahini at home.
Maybe
so that's
next time you teach us how to do that at home.
Of course. I taught you how to make pesto the last time.
I know, and I've been doing it.
Look at you. So tahini you can use for hummus. You can use for anything.
Okay.
So let's see. Can you help me with this avocado slices?
Okay.
So we're going to use purple green to give our sandwich the spice that we need, just elevate it a little bit. I have my sealed pepper. Let me open it.
And where do we get the pepper?
The pepper you can find online. Just message me. I have a link to the website.
Nice.
You can buy at myjara.com.
Cool.
Oh, there we go.
And you deliver?
And you can deliver, yeah.
Nice.
We deliver anywhere in Accra is free delivery.
Wow, free delivery, guys. In Accra. Let me add that before someone quotes me and says, Fasty, Jifa says free delivery. So we add in our avocados there.
And I'll get the tahini. I made this tahini sauce at home.
Wow. It looks so good.
It is really good. So it's delicious. Slice some tomatoes on there. This is a very simple sandwich.
Yeah.
Now, where are the pickled onions? Let's get the,
yeah.
And then You can liberally sprinkle onions on.
Okay.
You might have some lettuce. Just
oh goodness.
Mm-hmm. Get my greens on there as well.
Ooh. Oh, the onions look really good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think
there
this
you
is
go.
Good.
With our.
Ooh, it smells so good. Are we done?
We are done.
Wow, that was quick. We
That
finished the
was quick.
sandwich in 2 minutes. Okay, so Flossie.
Yes, ma'am.
Where do we follow you on social media?
Please follow
for all
me
tips.
at @thepepper_ on Instagram, right? You can see all the tips that I put there about vegan eating, plant-based eating, the benefits of different plants that you can eat, how to keep yourself healthy, how to keep yourself happy, and you can also order the pepper from Instagram.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm gonna, taste this goodness because I was like, Flossie's coming today. I get to eat healthy meals. So here you have it. We learned how to pickle our vegetables today. You get your vinegar, you get your sugar, and you get your clean hot water. You add them a bit of dried rosemary, a bit of bay leaves, and other herbs, and you can add them to your sandwich. I'm gonna taste this. But we'll take a look at our entertainment highlights and then continue the show.
Welcome to Entertainment Highlights on Breakfast Daily. My name is Ato Kwamina. Ghanaian artist Abraham Nana has said that the only thing that will heal or comfort Kwade from his current state is to travel abroad. According to Abraham Nana, if she had the means, she would take Kwade out of the country so that he seeks counseling and distresses. I believe strongly that the change of the environment will be a good therapy for him to distress, and trust me, and with prayers, he will be good by the time he comes back within 6 months to a year. In a Facebook post, Abraham Nana also noted that she once suggested that to the former musical president, Obo, that a show be held in Kwade's honor to raise funds for him, but it never came to a fruition. This comes a few days after a photo showing Kwade's emaciated self surfaced on the internet. Kwade for some time now has been battling sickness, a reason he has been off the music scenes. Rapper Medical has said he is hoping to have a child soon. During a question and answer session on Twitter, a tweet asked him when he is having a child. He replied, hopefully soon. It will be recalled that prior to their wedding, it was rumored that Fela McCarthy had already taken seed. If Fela is pregnant, then she should be giving Medical a child soon. South African rapper AKA has advised Africans abroad to return home and to put an end to racism and police killings. He made this comment on the back of police killing black people on Monday in Minneapolis. Since the death, there has been protests in all forms, starting from peaceful walks to burning police vehicles and looting of shops. Reacting to this issue, AKA tweeted, African Americans, come home, simple as that. That's all for Entertainment Highlights on Breakfast Daily. My name is Ato Kwamina.
Thank you, Jesus, for the victory that you've won for us. 1 John 5:4 says, for everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith. I have good news for you. Listen, what the enemy thought he had stolen. Oh my, he didn't know you had won, yeah. But you came in time and you laid down your life. You did it for me. You took it all and gave to me. Oh, from ages on to ages. Oh my, he didn't know you had one yet. But you wrote our names in the book of life. When we gave you our lives, surrendered to you every day and forevermore. So we can now boldly sing, oh, oh,
welcome back. And Nii Abe there with Victorious. Now, Nii Abe has given us some beautiful music since the beginning of the show, and he's right here with us. Good morning, Nii.
Good morning, Jay.
How you doing?
Good. Yourself?
I'm well, thank you. Fantastic. Take us into the production of this video. What went into it, and what was the mind behind Victorious?
So I was there one morning, and I just heard like, this is the time to release the song I gave you, and I'm sure it was the Holy Spirit that was speaking. And I was like, but it's lockdown. So how am I going to record this song? And he specifically
So
told
you
me,
got the song, the inspiration to write the song during lockdown?
the song was already written.
Okay.
Few days or weeks prior to the lockdown. So I had no intention of releasing the song.
Okay.
I was supposed to do a spontaneous worship concert at my church in April, but lockdown. So I was like, okay. So that morning I was just there, and the Holy Spirit said, you can't do the spontaneous worship concert, so just record the song. Go to this particular producer, that's Byte Productions. So then I just called him. I said, hey, I just feel led to release this song or produce the song. It was done in 3 weeks. So I sent him the rough audio, and then he just started working on it. Now he sent it to the various producers who had to do their part and play the drums and all of that live. After that, I had to record my lead. I didn't have any setup at home to do the recording. So I was like, what do I do? And I remember I had to go to the bank. So I said, okay. So on my way to the bank, I stopped by my friend's studio, Gwai Productions, Gwai Studios.
Okay.
He's here with me. He's the keyboardist. Okay. So I went to his house, and I said, you know what, we need to do this in like an hour so I can go. So that's what happened, and then we recorded my part, and everything came together. So it was done remotely, actually, and we're here today.
Fantastic, fantastic. So is this part of a bigger project, or is it a standalone thing?
So this is a single from an album called The Call. It has about 12 songs on it.
Okay.
And so this is one of the songs. There's already one I released called No One. I remember I even did it here last year. So that is there, and then this one, there are a few more that will come out before the main album.
Okay. So when if people want to get any of this music, where can they find it?
So it's on all digital platforms, and it's also on YouTube at Nii Abe TV, Nii Abe Space TV. You find it on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And they say people can follow you?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at official Nii Abe, on Facebook Nii Abe. That's basically that. Yes. YouTube Nii Abe TV.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Nii Abe, and basically his music is beautiful.
It is. It's very spiritual and
good stuff.
Heals the world.
All right. Well, Jiva, where are you?
Right here.
All right.
I love Nii Abe. He was here with us this weekend with Joe Meso.
With Joe Meso, yes. I was
Thank
doing
you.
Super.
And I have a special birthday shout out from our very own Paul, one of the best cameramen we have at City. Yesterday was his son Maoli Richard's birthday. He says he loves you so much and he wishes you enjoy your day to the fullest. Another birthday shout out is going to Enam Amasika Fenu. It's your 18th birthday. Your parents say they love you so much and they wish you all the best in all the years that you're going to go through life. They're so proud of you. It's coming from Isaac and Fenu Bato.
Well, you know it's City Business Festival month.
Yes.
All month. And for City TV, we're starting tomorrow, and 11 to 1 p.m. We begin with Reboot.
Yes.
Right?
If you're looking to reboot your business, how do you, innovate what you've been doing? That is a platform for you. We also have the e-commerce forum for businesses looking to take advantage of their online space, as well as the agribusiness forum and the trade forum. So to register, just call us at 0205-973-973, and we will have you join us via Zoom.
Fantastic. Yeah, so it's going to be an exciting month, both on radio and on TV. And so be a part of it. Be a part of it. It's important to make sure that the month of June you benefit much from what we're doing here at City TV. Of course, what else do we have?
We have a lot, but you can just go onto our online citynewsroom.com or go onto our YouTube page, YouTube, to find out everything. My name is Jifa Eka.
And I'm David Kwekusechi.
Thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you 7:30 tomorrow. Bye.
Take care.